Welcome back to part 4 of October's tarot reading. So for this question, I kind of wanted to know the ascension energy within October and where we're going to be as a collective. So October, I felt a huge flip. I've been feeling this for months. October, I felt energetically to be a giant leap. I felt it to be a huge, like, we're going to wake up one day and all of a sudden things are going to be completely different in a good way. But what I am getting for this is it's not going to be for the whole collective. It's only going to be for those who are on their awakening journey, who are ascending, who are doing the self-work, who are really focusing on being the best them. So if you're still living within the old timeline, if you are still living within the timeline where, you know, there's a whole pandemic happening and all this stuff is going on and doom and gloom and the end of the world and living in fear and anxiety, if you're still in that world, you are going to have the tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And even after that, you're still going to have to be sat down and explain, you know, told what's been going on. So, but I feel for the majority, you know, for a lot of people, October is going to bring new beginnings. It's going to be the start of new energy coming in if you allow it. So I started the question with the Magician. And the Magician came in with the Ace of Cups. So the Magician is kind of like setting your intention for what you want your life to be, how you want it to look, what you want the world to look like. Setting the intention and picturing it and holding that place. That came in with the Ace of Cups because aces are yeses. And this one is overflowing. It's just overflowing with everything. So I feel like if you set the intention and you are, you know, you're convinced and you feel it just in your soul, you know, you've been, you know, at a higher level communicating with your higher self, know that it is going to be what you want. You are going to manifest it. I've been saying this for a while, that abundance is coming for the collective. We have to accept it. Oddly, there's a part of the collective that is fighting this. They are fighting their awakening journey. They are fighting abundance. They are fighting everything being of the lighter timeline. And to me, that's a struggle to understand why. But that's where they're at. So it's just they're going to have to go through it a different way. So this was followed by the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So lots of queens, lots of feminine energy. People are going to be connecting more. So everyone has a feminine and masculine. The feminine energy is more your intuition. It's going with your gut, following your heart, over, you know, being, you know, instead of being like overly analytical. And everyone has that within them. It's just finding the balance of the feminine and masculine. Masculinity is very in your power, take charge, action. So it feels like October is going to be more of connecting to people's heart centers. It's going to require you more to be in your intuition and let that lead you. You do have to think logically, but combine that with your gut feeling and intuition. So if you come up against something, let it sink in, sit with it a second. Mentally, does it make sense? So logically, does it make sense? And then what does your gut tell you? And that's what you need to follow. So the Queen of Swords is very headstrong. So they're very you know, they're very tough. So you got to combine that with what your heart and intuition is telling you. So that's what I got for the Ascension energy. That we're going to be very divided between the sleepers and the non-sleepers, I'll just say. So stay tuned.